What's the most requested thing that someone wants to learn?
I mean, everyone wants to get their board off the ground.
Just the ollie.
If you're a new skater, like they want to get their board off the ground, and they want to feel comfortable doing it.
Chris wants to learn. He's never
well, no,
done
the combi session went down a month or two ago.
Yep.
I went to a couple of the practices because I'd never been to the combi.
Really?
I'd never been. I mean, I went to the Van skate park once, skated the street. I wasn't into that. I probably didn't even notice it was there, you know. But I wanted to experience, you know, not only the sessions but the camaraderie. You know, just like it's a whole different vibe. I like skating like a pool, you know,
compared to like
a street spot or something,
yes.
right? It's like you got all ages there. Everybody's taking the runs. You got male, female. You got everything. It's a whole gambit.
It's packed around,
and everybody's just having the best time, and they're all rooting for it. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
But while I was watching all this stuff, I thought, man, if I could learn one trick to do, I would want to do a backsmith.
Oh yeah,
like a round. I guess not a corner.
The round side.
The round side. The wall. Yeah. Right around the corner wall. To me, if I could do a backsmith, listen, I'll take a front smith too. But the feel and the sound of that coping and the pool coping, like I'd be on like cloud 9. That would be my ultimate.
I want to see you do that.
Mitchie.
Get him out. You got to start somewhere.
I don't think
teach him how to do that. It, dude. You got to start somewhere.
I don't think I could ever. I'm sorry, but I don't.
That's not the attitude we need here, Chris.
No,
I just don't believe you. I just don't believe.
First of all,
I see that look in your eye.
Bro.
That it keeps you up at night.
I don't lose sleep over it necessarily, but
you will tonight.
It would be.
I know tonight you will for sure.
Maybe I do want to do that.
It would be my ultimate, like, just because it looks so good. It just, when somebody does a backsmith around a corner, you're just like, fuck, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
The problem is like around here, there's not really that many good pools or bowls or.
You got Venice right down there.
I mean, even NoHo was here. He was like, yeah, there's a little bump in the bottom, and there's a little, you know.
That discouraged you right there.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sure it's unbacksmithable.
It is. I need the perfect bowl. You know? But anyway, I just like that's like one of my dream tricks. If I could do that, I would be, and that's the only thing I could do for the rest of my life. That's what it would be.
I like it.
Yeah. How hard is it to do a backsmith on a vert?
It's just not like how hard is anything on a skateboard. It just depends on what your skill set is, what your fear threshold. Transition makes sense to some people.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Stair sets make sense to other people. Manuals make sense. You know, so you get one kid with like this crazy skill set that you'd never expect. He can do frontside nose grinds and hand plants and sweepers, but like couldn't kickflip a step up.
Right.
You know, like you just see these weird combinations.
How was it for you, like growing up? Were you that kid that like just was gravitated towards transition?
I was always good at transitions.
Really?
I mean, so when I got my first skateboard, I went to the local skate shop just a couple minutes from my house, and they had a mini ramp to test your new setups.
Really? Okay.
And
how big is the mini ramp? 3 feet?
I mean, it was tiny. Yeah, 3 feet or less.
Okay.
It was literally like you buy a complete or you set up your board and go try it out real quick.
And this is where you grew up?
In Kirkland, Washington.
Kirkland, Washington.
Just outside of Seattle. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I started hanging out there a bunch when I was like 4. Just skating the mini ramp.
4.
Yep. And then we found skate parks. And then there was a park with a vert ramp in it, like a 10.5 foot ramp. And I just would pump that for hours. I was a little 5-year-old kid, and there's BMXers at the skate park, and there's like, sometimes it's so busy, and we always used to say like, there's 100 people at the park, there's 2 on the vert ramp. So that's where I was, because it was empty, and I could pump my face off for hours.
What you would do. You would just literally pump back and forth for hours?
Oh, yeah. I was a little nut. I loved it so much. Kick turns and pumping and kick turns and pumping and knee slides and penguin slides. And
When did
So you're kind of like you're teaching these kids the same way that you learned yourself.
precisely.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense to be honest.
look at this? This is you at 5.
Termite.
Termite.
Wow, you wrote for termite?
Yep.
amazing.
So these clips are between 4 and 6 years old, I think.
So-
There's the Trickwood sticker. There's the Trickwood sticker on the top. That's their
the ramp.
second mini
Oh,
ramp.
the second. I was going to say it's a little bigger than
Amazing.
3 feet.
Dude, I was 5. This is really not.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
It was.
With size comparison, but that's it. Yeah, even look at the phone is big.
Did you find everything come like very naturally and fast, like, or did you have to struggle with certain things?
That's all I did was struggle with things.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me. That's Bob Burnquist.
Wow.
Oh, that's incredible.
Well, that's that skate park up north.
It was I don't know where it is.
What
It'd
the
be in Portland, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's a famous skate spot, but it's super cool.
What is it?
I did a demo there once.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I rewound it too far.
But yeah, I mean, I would just constantly be slamming and trying ollies and board slides and drop in on stuff. And I would always want to drop in on the biggest thing at the park. It would eat me alive. When I was so young, I had no business being bothered by like not dropping in on the vert ramp. And I would just stand up there and cry because I wanted to do it so bad.
What do you think? What was that one point where you did it? Like,
I was on, it was actually pretty crazy. I got on you remember Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Yeah.
yeah.
You ever see that show?
I used to watch it all the time.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
Andy McDonald flew out with Ripley's Believe It or Not, and we dropped in. First time I ever dropped in on vert ramp was doing doubles with Andy, and then he went over the top of me
Why?
Wow.
when I was 6.
Why?
I don't.
No, but what was he?
Because
Was
he was 6. That's why.
That's
Well,
that was the believe it or not part. Like, look at this little 6-year-old kid.
yeah, that was the whole.
How did
shtick.
they discover it? How did
Yeah.
they even?
I mean, my mom was a great networking.
Okay.
I was on talk shows. I had an agent. I was getting
okay.
that stuff since the beginning. Okay. Walk it back. 1 sec. Walk.